And with that, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch and Debates. I am your co-host Debo, along with my other co-host Matt.
Pleasure to be here with our esteemed guest, Wanny.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our good old friend Wayne is back from a long hiatus. I don't remember the last time he was on. I don't remember like the last episode he was on here.
Was it predicting the NFL season like standings before?
I think it was.
I think it was actually. Yeah.
So it's not a bad episode to be back on if we're predicting future playoff teams to spoil the episode, I guess. But
no, that's fine. That's all right.
I guess it's a timely visit from Danny.
Yes, yeah, and I always appreciate being here with you
all. No, you don't.
Fun fact: he is on mute. But Danny recently learned how to tie a tie. For our presentations class, we had to learn how to tie a tie. I obviously knew how to do it. I read a book on it because I like to read and stuff. So, I knew how to tie a tie, but Danny learned it for the first time. So, congratulations to him. Dibo, do you know how to tie a tie?
Yes, I sure do. My dad taught me a few years back.
But how you do it? Give us a little imaginary demonstration.
Well, you put the tie around your neck, obviously, and then one length. The wider part has to be much longer than the shorter part, and so
good start.
Yeah, and so you just put the wide part over the shorter part, and then wrap the wide part around one time, and then shoot. It's hard demonstrating. You go under it, right? You go under it.
Like it through the other sleeve.
Yeah, you put it through the other sleeve, through the front.
Yeah.
The front. Yeah.
And then you pull, yeah. Nicely done. Jason Tatum taught you well.
Yeah, I actually got like extra pointers from that video, from himself. So it's very.
That video is fucking useless. I was trying to watch it. I was watching it, bro. That shit is useless, bro.
How is it useless?
No, it helped me tie my tie.
It didn't help me. I tried it because he's just like he's a little too quiet for me, and he don't really be saying what he's doing. You just kind of have to like watch him. It's like, bro, I need you to say it. Use your words, Jason.
Why? Because of the quality? Was it because of the quality too, or no?
I mean, I don't mind the quality. It didn't really like matter too much. Also, I'm just hating, but
fair enough.
No, so I learned how to tie a tie the day before my presentation, and then in the morning I basically forgot, it wouldn't work, and so I had to pull up Jason Tatum's video, and it helped me tie my tie. So shout out number 0 in Boston.
Yes, sir. Future 2024 NBA champion is coming soon. Banner 18 on the way. Let's get it.
Nah.
Best team in the league by far, man. Like the Ryan's on this year.
The Judges win the in-season tournament? I don't think they won the in-season tournament. I don't think
that was rigged for LeBron to win it.
Win, nigga, win.
Lakers don't win unless it's a Mickey Mouse ring. Let's be real.
Facts. Let's get the
Knicks don't win. Period.
Hey.
That is also true.
Celtics don't win. Period.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back second round loss this year. I got some
consistent second round exits, and you don't want to get Cat.
Don't want to get Cat. You're saying that Cat's supposed to move me?
Was he better than
Cat in the Julius Randle front court is kind of gross to me.
Well, can't do anything about that logic. Speaking of basketball,
yes, good transition.
Hey man, that's why I get 75% of all the profits off this show.
That is a complete lie. He is lying.
Talk to my agents, bro.
He's lying. You have no agents. You
signed the contract, Dibo. You signed the contract.
I don't believe in any contract. We don't have a contract. You
signed the contract. I own you, Dibo. I legally own you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There is no paperwork. There is no paperwork. We're just three
All right,
college
buddy.
kids trying to do this. There's no paperwork involved.
All
For
right,
real.
buddy. All right,
Yeah.
buddy.
But then he was talking about basketball. Do we want to talk about the most hot topic, the most typical topic in basketball, which is Draymond Green at the moment?
Oh, I thought that was gonna be Oscar Chibiswe's first career point last night.
Ooh, we can talk about that. About
I mean,
the
we
man
can,
who rightfully deserved the game ball.
nah,
No, he didn't.
nah.
But yeah, let's talk about 30's expensive backpack, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants, Danny? Please indulge us. What do you think about the situation? He obviously got suspended indefinitely after he said he tried to sell the foul, tried to sell the contact by swinging his arms, but it looked like
That's cap.
a somewhat intentional hit to the face of Yusuf Nurkic. What do you think about him and his behavior?
I think Draymond Green is gonna have to go through a lot of counseling. I really have enjoyed the intercourse that Kevin Durant and Yusuf Nurkic have said. They're like talking about him like he's a crackhead and he needs to like get serious help. But I think the dude he is a little off. Oh, we did a little deep dive last night, me and Dibo. We've remembered that Draymond played football.
Mm-hmm.
That could be an issue.
He wasn't good at it.
Was
Like,
not.
at
But
all.
he could be on his Chandler Jones arc right now. So you never know. That's what
crazy.
I think that's what I think.
What about you, Dibo?
I think Draymond Green, he's a crash dummy, and we've known this for years now, dating back obviously to the finals where he got suspended for his exchange with LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And over the past years, right, it's just been building up. Whether the NBA allowing it to happen, his actions, or just the Warriors organization as a whole, like Steve Kerr, even, you know, because which brings me to an example of when Steve Kerr, all like during the post game interviews, whenever Draymond does something stupid, he has like a dumb look on his face and doesn't know like what Draymond did. He always gives off the same answer, like, "Oh man, I don't know. I have to look back at the tape." Like, bro, you know this man. You've coached this dude for years now, and yeah, Danny. Like, I think the Warriors are scared of Draymond. I really do.
I'm happy that you mentioned the Warriors in this because I think they play like a really big part of this because I mean we've seen Draymond kind of have like this disciplinary issues like basically his whole career, whether it was he had the Steven Adams incident where he kicked him in the balls. Then you mentioned he basically costed them an NBA championship in 2016 by getting agitated or baited by LeBron James. Then he also had you obviously had the chokehold with Rudy Gobert this year. You had the punch to Yusuf Nurkic. You had the thing with Jordan Poole where he punches Jordan Poole and the Warriors don't give him any punishment at all. They just say, yeah, he's going to continue practicing with us. No suspension during the season at all. Like they basically have kind of been enabling him to keep on doing this. And as a result, they've kind of created this like bad habit.
Yeah, I mean, they gave the man a $100 million contract extension the season after he punched his own teammate in the face. TMZ got the whole footage. We've seen the footage. Like, bro, he clearly socked him. And in the footage, they didn't do anything about that. Curry, Clay, they just stood there standing around. In the offseason after, they gave him a $100 million contract after they gave this man zero accountability for himself. Like that's crazy in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think one thing that I didn't mention that is kind of like also interesting is last year when they were playing the Sacramento Kings in the playoffs, obviously Mike Brown, the head coach of the Kings, he was part of the Warriors organization. And I can't remember if it was game 1 or game 2 when Draymond like stomped on Sabonis.
That was game 2.
It almost felt like another case where they baited Draymond, just knowing his tendencies and how he like usually reacts to this kind of stuff.
I think teams do that. I think that they go in with the mindset of pissing off Draymond. Like I think LeBron in that game, what was it, game 4? I think he went in and he agitated and he purposely got Draymond and
he knew it too.
He knew it too. And so I think that it's gone on for too long. 2016 was like, what, 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago, and Draymond still has anger issues, and nobody's done anything about it, and he can't keep his temper in check. It's bad on the Warriors organization to I like the word you use, Matt. They've been enablers for Draymond to act this way. They've done things that he wanted. He wanted KD, they got KD. He wanted KD to leave, they let KD walk. And he wants to do all these things with the organization, they let him do that while also giving him the ball on like 70% of their possessions.
Yeah. I hate to play devil's advocate though, but it's like for the Warriors, it has to be such a tight line to walk. Because like on one hand, like that's the kind of stuff that makes Draymond. Like the way he's unorthodox, the way he plays with so much like passion and emotion, like his like competitiveness is almost part of why you want like part of what makes Draymond a Hall of Famer. But he's consistently crossed the line and they've done nothing about it.
No, Matt. But at the same time, though, his passion and his, sheer grit, it's not contributing towards winning basketball now. Even
No,
it's
they're
not.
Yeah, no, he's not doing anything. What does Draymond do nowadays?
Like defensively, he's still the anchor. He still anchors their defense.
He's fell off hard on defense in my eyes.
He's still the playmaker on the offense.
I don't like that. It's not good. I mean, he's not making plays, and they're just setting screens, and then he just passes to Curry.
Well, yeah. To Clay. Curry, Clay, Podziemski.
He's not.
oh yeah, man. Off topic. But that take you said in the group chat about Podziemski being better than Austin Reeves was stupid.
Bro, you know that. Podziemski is having a way better
record than Reeves did. Shut up, bro. I don't know. Shut up.
Shut up, man.
Nah, Podziemski's actually nice. He's like the only bright spot for the Warriors this season, in my opinion.
You do this every time when you see a player dive for loose balls and clap their hands on defense, bro. Like, dude, he's not better. He's not better player than Austin Reeves,
bro. He's shooting like 50% from 3 this month, and he's also like, huh?
How many attempts a game?
Like 4.
On wide open catch and shoot opportunities.
It's not wide open. That's just
when
not.
He's not one of the primary options offensively. Bro, I have watched the Warriors play. And one, it's not good basketball. It's just dirty. Please save us. And inshallah, it's not good ball. And 2, yeah, I do like Podziemski. He's been a very good role player for the rotation this year. But at the same time, though, when you compare him to a guy like Austin Reeves, who is an infinitely better playmaker, scorer, and contributor on the offensive side of the ball, I take Austin Reeves over Podziemski every day.
Well, one, I said it had bad timing. I do admit Austin Reeves has been playing really good ball lately, especially in the in-season tournament. That was bad timing. But prior to that, I thought Podziemski was. I think Podziemski gives you more on defense. And he's an underrated finisher at the basket for his size. I don't think he gets a lot of credit for that, but I think that's a pretty good part of his game that gets unappreciated. But if we're talking about bad takes, can we talk about that Jalen Green take beginning of the year? Future All-Star.
Yeah, I'm down by 40. I'm down by 40.
We'll be waiting for February, Dibo.
We're heading towards the fourth quarter. We got 2 months left, bro. I'm down by 40. The Jalen Green FC, we're about to be liquidated. Like, it's over. It's almost over.
And I'll be there no matter what.
He actually might be the 4th worst player or the 4th best player in that starting lineup.
Let's see, Şengün.
I think Van Vliet's been better than him this year.
Good for them this year.
Van Vliet's been better.
Yeah, Van Vliet's been really good for them this year.
And I think Jabari Smith's been better. Right now. Huh? I take Jabari Smith Jr. over Jalen Green too.
See, I didn't know about that one. I didn't know. That was like my twinner. But
who was the third then, Matt?
Very good this year.
I don't hate it.
Who was the third then, Matt?
Well, I said Brooks.
Oh.
Brooks has actually been pretty solid for them. He had a little revenge game last night too, against the Grizzlies. Come on, man. But
yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. The Jordan Clarkson comparisons have never been much greater than right.
I wonder who said that.
Yeah, shout out our missing co-host Owen.
Shout out who?
our missing co-host Owen for that take.
Oh, be quiet. Be quiet. I've known about Jalen Green since day one, since draft day. Before draft day, I knew about Jalen Green.
Hey, I knew about that fourth pick. I knew about that 4th overall pick.
Jalen Suggs.
No, Scotty Barnes.
Jalen Suggs was 4th.
No, Scotty was 4th because everybody thought Jalen Suggs should have gone before Scotty.
Jalen Suggs wasn't 4th, was it? It was
Jalen Suggs was 5th. Scotty was 4th.
Oh, okay. Cade, Green, Mobley, Barnes, Suggs,
and then Suggs at 5.
Oh, I heard something very interesting the other day. You guys want to discuss right before we get into the main segment? I heard that if the 2020 draft had a redraft, that Tyrese Halliburton would go number 1.
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm just curious. Do you think it'd still be Anthony Edwards? Do you think
it's Anthony Edwards. But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Okay. Can we go back to Draymond?
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing, one more question. For my question for you guys right now, during this indefinite suspension, once Adam Silver and the NBA they lay down the hammer, how many games will Draymond Green get? Well, how many should he get?
I think he'll get 25. I think he'll get 25, and he'll get like it'll be like a tiered suspension. He'll have to hit a couple benchmarks with whatever counseling program they said that he's gonna do. He'll have to hit a couple benchmarks before he's allowed to come back.
See, I think that they're just gonna let him come back once he finishes all those benchmarks and counseling. I don't think they're gonna add more games to it.
Fuck no.
So
you don't just get to punch someone in the face and walk away with it. Not in today's NBA. The game's gone soft.
I mean, he basically did it to his own teammate. He literally did do it to his own teammate.
But that's an internal matter.
Yeah.
That's the Warriors' discretion. This is the NBA. This is bad on their whole brand.
But it's not like an outright punch. So then he might be able to
Matt, honestly, do you think that he meant to punch him?
I think it was definitely. I think he definitely meant to create the contact, but like I don't think it's like as bad as just a full blown punch. PR.
He punched the shit out of this. He punched the shit out of him.
That was bad.
It was
bad actually.
It was bad. I think by the time he finishes all that counseling and stuff, it'll be somewhere between like 8 to 12 games, and I think by then they'll let him just come back.
Regardless, it won't change the Warriors season at all. They'll be fighting for that.
No, them boys stink.
They're not making the play-in.
Matt, I thought they were still contenders. Well, what team got 30 on it?
I want them to make the play-in just because of Steph Curry. It'll be so fun seeing him hoop for his life.
No, never bet against 30 is still a thing. But if with how Clay is nowadays, like Clay just has not been the same the last couple of years. Same with Draymond. Wiggins had the biggest drop off in the NBA.
That man's been I'm not gonna lie.
So like,
please stop it. Good.
You never want to say like a dude like a player like Curry needs others to be great because that's just not true. But like he needs like threats on the offense, so like it doesn't have to be 30 save us like Danny said. Because that's basically what it is.
It's the most fun way to watch the Warriors play basketball. I'll say that. That's the most entertaining way to watch them play basketball.
Yeah, but it's so reliant on him. It was never like this reliant. I felt like
the only time it was that one year when they made the play-in, like when the play-in was a thing.
Yeah,
and he was fucking hooping. That shit was so entertaining, bro.
That was
in my opinion, should have got MVP, right? But team record matters.
Yeah, because team record has always mattered in the MVP race. It's always been a historical thing.
Then why'd they give Russ MVP that 1 year?
Because he was the first ever player to drop a triple-double for an entire season. The first player to do that since Oscar Robinson.
Sounds like an excuse.
Plus, he had the storyline.
Did you expect the Thunder team to finish with that great of a record after KD left? No, you didn't. You didn't at all.
That great.
Yeah, bro, this man had this man has endless freedom. And man had endless freedom. Victor Oladipo before he blossomed in Indiana like
Cancer.
other role players
It was
too.
cancer at the time, yeah.
Yeah, and it's cancer, and they still won like 48 games around that, and that was solely because of Russ backpacking them every night.
Yeah,
He
I agree with
was
you.
out of his cotton
He
picking mine
definitely
for
deserves
sure.
the
I'll
MVP
say
that
that.
year.
I'll say that for sure.
Oh, hey, no, no.
What?
No, that ref is crazy. I hope
But
that dude got fired too.
I think
the
he
one who
did.
left question?
I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty sure he got fired. Thank God, because that was bad. That was really bad. But
Hey,
yeah,
the ref,
Matt,
what?
Matt. Yo, you want to move on to the next segment?
Yeah. The main segment for the episode.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Analyzing Oscar's first NBA basket. Yes, that's the main segment of the show.
You know, I thought it was. I didn't even see it. I can't lie. I
I
was
didn't
about
see
to
it
talk to
either.
you.
The only reason I know about it is because Giannis had roid rage after. But that's the
But
See,
boy,
I
it
saw
was
Giannis break the record, and then I just turned the TV off.
bro,
Or
that
like
was crazy.
I saw.
we can move on. We can move on to the main
That was
segment.
crazy.
So main segment for today's episode, as was spoiled earlier, we went into the NBA playoff or NFL playoff machine, excuse me, and we predicted what the NFL playoffs will look like in a couple weeks from now. Who will have the 1 seed? Who will have seeds 2 through 4? Who will be wild card and all that? So this will be entertaining. It will be good to see who we got and what predictions we make. So who wants to start us
Sir,
off?
yes, sir.
I
We
think
going
Dibo should.
AFC or NFC first?
I think AFC. I think stay local first.
All right. So what are we doing right now? Do I just list off my teams from 1 to 7?
Let's just who's your 1 seed, Debo? Who's your 1 seed in the AFC?
Baltimore, easy.
Danny.
Baltimore as well.
Okay, so clean sweep. We all got Baltimore getting the bye week for the first week of the NFL playoffs. Who is your 2 seed though?
Pretty easily as well.
Who?
Oh, my 2 seed is Kansas City.
Debo.
Easy schedule. They're gonna get the 2.
Yeah, we're gonna win out. We're gonna win out. If we don't, then that's really bad. But yeah, I got KC at 2 as well.
Yeah, I do as well. I think Danny hit it on the head with easy schedule. I think you guys play the Chargers twice still, without Justin Herbert.
No, we played the Chargers once.
This
We
one's.
played them early in the year,
I remember New England is on the schedule as well. Raiders are on the schedule, so you got
and then
some
we play
easy.
Cincy too as well with
Okay.
Jake Browning and Arrowhead.
Oh yeah. So you get some easy wins. I think you lock up the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Number 3 seed.
This is where it gets a little interesting. I have the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting. And Debo, who do you have?
I got Jacksonville
Okay.
at 11-6, making it through the AFC South.
See, I actually have Buffalo at 11-6 as well. At my 3 seed.
Wait, okay, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. What? No, wait, Buffalo's gonna be at the 3 seed.
See, I think Buffalo's winning.
Oh no! I messed up. That's on me. I have Jacksonville at the 3. I spoiled who my 4 is. My 4 is Buffalo, but my 3 is Jacksonville.
Yeah, because that makes way more sense because I have Jacksonville at 11-6, and then Buffalo is gonna be at the 4 seed, 10-7.
Yeah.
See, I switched it. I had Buffalo 11-6, Jacksonville 10-7. Jacksonville has a hard schedule coming up. They play. I can't remember all the teams they play, but they play.
Oh, they only play Baltimore's the only real comp. They play Tampa. They play Tampa away, and then Carolina at home, and then week 18 they play Tennessee.
Week 18 they're gonna lose, I think, and I have the Buffalo Bills winning out.
They're not being.
I don't think they're gonna win out, but I do think they'll lose to Dallas, and then they'll win out the rest of the way. So they'll get to 10-7.
See, I think they beat Dallas this weekend.
I don't know. I mean, it can happen. Going to Buffalo, Dallas is going to Buffalo. Buffalo's on fire. Dallas is on fire. I have no clue how this is in a Sunday night football game, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, because Baltimore's playing Jacksonville. But I would still take Dallas to win.
See, if Dallas is at home, this is a no-brainer Cowboys win for me.
No brainer.
But because it is in Buffalo,
Yeah, Dallas are demon. Dallas are demons. At Jerry World,
yeah,
they're turf monsters, man.
no, for sure. Um, so yeah, I think Buffalo just at home might be able to squeal past them, and then the last week of the season they play the Dolphins on the road, basically for the 1 seed. They're basically for the top of the AFC East, I believe, or is it AFC? No, yeah, AFC East. Um,
Jeez.
and I think that they'll pull away just because they kind of have that history of beating the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're gonna pull up to Miami in ski mask with some shiesties too. They're gonna take the AFC East from Miami Week 18 to wrap it up.
Damar Hamlin pick six for the win. It's gonna
Oh
happen.
my
That's
goodness.
that's not happening.
You know
No,
what? They like to play him late in the game. We saw that in the Broncos game.
He
Just
that
didn't
run
play.
it back.
They were sending up the script. I thought he was gonna block the field goal. I thought that's what was gonna be in play.
I
I
He
thought he
didn't
was
block
gonna
the
block
field
the
goal. He
field
ended up
goal.
being the 12th man on the field.
Good
no
Demar. Good
that
old
no no
Demar.
that's a lie. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. He was
Who
on the
was
Good
field.
it?
old Demar.
He was
He
Bro,
that was
that
was
the
on the
was, it was
field.
more of a
He
joke.
was on the field. So who's to say he wasn't the 12th man?
on the field on the field like he was wearing like red gloves and sleeves during that game. And if you looked at the tape, he was on the field. There was nobody with that same combo, so no, he was on the field for that late flag.
Oh,
Look at
oh.
Mr. No Fun ass over here, bro.
For
Well,
real. It was more of
I'm
a
just
joke.
saying, I was just fact checking. If we
Whatever,
just keeping
bro.
it real,
Man, we running like Fox out here.
that's crazy.
um, but I don't know. I do agree with Danny though. I think that Buffalo, like I think that bye week came at the perfect time for them, and it kind of allowed them to regroup as a unit. And I think that they might be able to win out post bye week.
They're on fire, man. That's it. They're just on fire right now. That defense is still shaky, but they make plays when needed. But I don't know if any team wants to play a hot Buffalo Bills team.
No, for sure, for sure.
I almost said Buffalo Wild Wings. Speaking of, I hope you like blazing Buffalo Wild Wings wings, man.
Oh. So we all agree that Mason's going to be the 10th seed then, huh?
I think so. I'm
Oh,
jumping my
wait,
prediction
wait,
early.
no. Hey, we got mentioned the forfeit we're doing for the league real quick.
For the
The
league,
what?
it's a lot of forfeits. That's the thing, though. It's a big list.
We don't know what the
We don't know
forfeit
what it
is
is
yet.
yet. We don't know what the forfeits are.
Then we
I
can
can
then we can say.
say I can say what they could be.
Well, hey, yeah, let's list it off. Yeah, list
All
all of
right,
them
so
off.
here's a list of what they might have to do. The loser has to do two of these challenges or forfeits. 4x4 for 4, which is where you eat a 4 for 4 from Wendy's and you run a mile. Or you do the milk mile, or in Mason's case, he requested a beer mile, which I guess is good for him. You got TikTok karaoke, where the loser has to sing a song of the group mate's choice on TikTok every day until they reach 300 likes on a video. You got the crate challenge, which is pretty self-explanatory. You got comedy night, which is where the loser has to do a stand-up comedy performance. 24-hour Waffle House challenge on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Knock for pennies, which is where you have to knock and collect change. You have to go door to door, collect change until you get $20. And then silent library, which is where you have to do a few things of our choice in the library until you get kicked out.
Bro,
Bro,
I think
I want the silent library option so bad.
bro, I think the knocking for doors is like the easiest pick there can be.
Knock for pennies.
Yeah.
You
At
gotta
the
get
end of the day, you have
$20
to give
though.
up $20. So it's like why not?
But it's in change only. You can't get cash.
I don't care. I don't care. Money's money. Like if I'm gonna get punished, like I'm making money. How is it really a punishment?
I guess, bro. But going
Yeah, like
door to door, bro.
you
That's
just
the
begging for
punishment. That's
space,
the
man.
punishment.
And you gotta wear that goofy ass I lost in fantasy football like onesie.
That'd be hilarious. That might help them though. It might help them though.
Man,
Regardless, we're
all right,
rooting for Mason, but expecting Andrew.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
gonna happen?
Um.
Yeah. Let's get back to it. Let's get
So
back to it.
let's move on to wild card. Who is the fifth seed?
Debo, you
Dibo
can go
Daniel.
ahead.
Yeah, I have the Browns getting that fifth spot. I think they're currently 8-5. They're gonna split. they play 2 home, 2 away, and they're gonna get their home games and lose their away games the round season out.
I also have the Browns as the 5th seed. I don't know how we're gonna get the wins, but I could see us ending at 10-7 or 11-6, whichever one really. But regardless, we're gonna get the 5th seed.
Yeah.
I concur with Danny. I have you guys being the 5th seed as well. And Dibo too, so clean sweep. So looks like we're on the same wavelength.
Shout out to Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, Coach of the Year.
Absolutely. I obviously endorsed that during last episode. I've been endorsing that. Well, not last episode. When we did our midseason takes, our midseason awards episode, I endorsed that, and I still believe it as well. I mean, he's the clear favorite in my opinion.
I think he should be the favorite.
Yeah.
Just this week, the Browns put like 4 more players on IR. So we'll see how much more this team can take.
What sport was that? Wasn't there just like a recent sport where there was a ton of injuries and the coach basically got Coach of the Year for making the team make playoffs? Or am I just like blank? I'm blanking, but that definitely happened in some sport. I know that was a horrible description.
Was it who won Coach of the Year in the NBA last? Oh, no, that was Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Who won NFL Coach of the Year last year?
Brian Daboll.
Yeah, it was Dibo.
I don't know who MLB was. I think the MLB was the Astros coach and then someone else.
It wasn't MLB. Let's be real. I'm not knowing enough about MLB to remember something like that.
What about hockey?
It wasn't hockey. It might have been Prem. What if it might have been Coach Ange, the Tottenham coach, when everybody was getting hurt on Tottenham and they were still top of the league.
Oh yeah, it might have been.
And he got like a Coach of the Month, or Manager of the Month.
Real.
Who is your 6th seed in the AFC?
6th seed, I have the Miami Dolphins dropping from their current division leading spot to the 6th seed, one of those wild card spots.
Danny?
I have the Indianapolis Colts as my 6th seed.
I'm sorry, but Gardner Minshew's not. No, they're not doing it with Gardner Minshew.
It was just a bad game in Cincinnati. Don't worry. They're still a good team. They're still a very well-coached team. Obviously, Shane Steichen is also very deserving of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. Yeah.
But I like the Colts team a lot better than most people do, maybe. I still think that they're a very physical team. Maybe with the Jonathan Taylor injury, it's going to affect them a lot more than maybe I want to give enough light to. But I can still see them getting the 6th seed, and I think that they will get it. But it's a toss-up.
Yeah. But for me, I have them missing the playoffs at 9-8. I think they're gonna split their next 4 games. The away game against Atlanta, Week 16, they're gonna lose that one, and the Week 18 one as well. If CJ Stroud plays, I'm taking Houston all day, despite Indy being at home. I think with how the AFC playoff picture is shaping out, I think that'll be a win or go home game. Yeah. And I'm just gonna take the better quarterback in Stroud. So I got Houston.
So we went from all having the same team as the 5th seed to all having different teams in the 6th seed. I have the Denver Broncos as my 6th seed. See, I think that this is it. If they beat the Lions this week, I think they win out. They have a
If they beat the Lions, bro, Dibo, then that division's really in danger. Because their schedule is just as easy as yours.
They have the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Raiders.
But I swear to God, on everything I love, they're losing that Raiders game. They're going to lose that Raiders game, bro.
I think the streak is finally over this Week 17.
No, the Raiders, bro, I promise you, that's going to be a game. The Raiders are going to be way eliminated out of playoff contention. But Antonio Pierce is going to see that the Broncos have a chance to get in the playoffs. And the Raiders are going to go so fucking try hard that game, and they're going to win that game. I promise you on everything I love, that's what's going to happen, bro.
It has happened before. I'll say that.
The Raiders have done silly shit like that before, bro.
Look at the Colts 2 years back. We all thought Houston. No, we all thought Indy. I especially thought Indy was going to make the playoffs that year.
We all did, Dibo. Did we all? Did we really all think that, Dibo?
Was that the year was when?
Danny didn't. People like me thought the
Alright.
Colts would make the playoffs
Alright.
with that running game with Jonathan Taylor, with the defense and the O line, and they all they had to do was win in Week 18, and they were in the playoffs. And they didn't. They got their butts kicked by the Jaguars, who had absolutely nothing to play for. So it is very possible that that can happen to Denver as well this year.
No, it is. It is. I just think that I don't know. The Raiders team is really bad though.
No,
And
they're
and
horrible.
Russ, like week one, they barely lost to the Raiders, and I think the Broncos have got a lot better since then, and the Raiders have got a lot worse.
Divisional game don't matter.
But
Really?
I also had them as my 6th seed because I have the Dolphins going 1-3 in their last 4. We're talking about the Broncos having an easy schedule. The Dolphins probably have the hardest schedule. They play the Ravens, the Cowboys, and the Bills.
Wait, so you're saying they're gonna win 11 games, Denver?
I think Denver goes 11-6. I think Dolphins
Hell
go
no.
10-7.
Hell no, they won in that island.
Bro,
How many games do you have the Browns winning?
I have them winning 11 as well. Or I think 12.
Well, then the Browns winning 12. You have the Browns winning out.
No, they're 11. Wait, I did
Because
not.
if they're 11-6 and the Broncos are 11-6, then they get the tiebreaker.
They do get the tiebreaker. You're right. I do think I had the Dolphins. Well, because it says 11-5, so it means I missed my last pick. So, we'll say 12-5. We'll say 12-5.
Nice.
12-5 for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
essentially that they win out. Wait, don't we have 6 losses? No, we have 5 losses. We have 5
No,
losses.
Y'all are 8-5.
No, I
Shout
don't
out
know.
Joe Flacco. Hey, shout out Joe Flacco, by the way. I just want to mention that.
Because
Shout out
who
Joe
you
Flacco,
play?
man.
You play the Bears,
We got the Bears on Sunday.
right?
Then we got Houston in Houston, which I don't know if Stroud's gonna play. So if he plays, we'll probably lose, I think. Then the Jets on Thursday Night Football in Cleveland,
I think.
and the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Ooh, see, the Bengals game could be a toss-up, but I think Bengals will be eliminated by then.
It's completely possible.
I think Bengals will be eliminated by then.
Dibo, why do you just have a foot above you?
I think that's a hand.
What is that? What is that, Dibo?
It's like
The bone, top
The
shelf.
bone on your shelf.
Yeah, it's a bone. It's nothing. It's not that serious.
All right, bro. We don't know what you do in your free time, bro. All right, bro.
All right. Back on topic. Who's the last seed making in your AFC, Debo?
I have the Texans. It's bro. It depends on CJ Stroud's health. If he's gonna be the same guy we've known him as earlier this year throughout this entire season, it just depends on how well he plays after this concussion. Which I don't know when he comes back. He hasn't practiced this week at all. I'm expecting Davis Mills to start for them this upcoming Sunday against the Titans. I got the Titans winning that game. So I don't know how they're gonna play out the rest of the season. But if Stroud's still there, they got a chance. I got my time 10-7.
My 7th seed is the Miami Dolphins. I don't think that needs to be explained too much. Yes, they're not playing their best football right now, and yes, they don't beat good teams. But they do play enough bad teams to where it's like, okay, they'll be at 10 wins. I think that if they beat the Jets on Sunday, which they will, they'll be at 10 wins. They just got to pull one game between Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo. Just one game.
I have them losing on 3.
No,
They have to
finish with 10 wins.
And they can get in with just 10 wins. Actually,
Yeah,
you're right. They could just get in with 10 wins.
Yeah, but week 15 against the Jets, that might be a trap game.
No,
potentially.
He hasn't.
If they lose that, then they're done the rest of the season. But they won't.
They are. They're gonna lose out, and then that's what I was gonna say. If Tyreek doesn't play that game, which we saw how bad Tua struggled without Tyreek during that Titans game on Monday night, they could lose against the Jets, and then possibly lose the next 3 games to lose out and finish 9-8 and miss the playoffs. That's a possibility.
Did they ever give an update on Tyreek? I know he had an MRI, I think, on like Monday.
I don't think he's practiced.
No, he hasn't practiced this week.
That's not good. Because this is actually like a bad trap game. Like I was picking it, and I was like, I could actually see a world where the Jets upset the Dolphins.
But it's in Miami though. The Dolphins, except for that last like 3 minutes of the game, they're really good at home.
They are. But Zach Wilson looked good last week. Is he back?
Who?
No comment.
Zach Wilson.
No comment.
Or was it just Brees Hall?
We're not doing this again. I need like at least like half a season of this type of play.
He's got to finish it out the rest of the way like this.
Even then, he got to do more for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, shall we move to the NFC?
Indeed.
I believe so.
Indeed.
All right. Who is the 1 seed in your NFC, Dibo?
I think that's
Philly. I got Philly.
You got Rams upsetting Niners last week of the season? Dibo, I love it. I didn't even pick it, but I love it.
And
I've got San Francisco.
Gets down against Shanahan's team.
I think it's possible, but I don't think we're gonna get the win. I still have Rams making playoffs despite us not getting the win though. Spoiler. But I have 49ers as my 1. Danny, who do you have?
I've also got the Niners at my 1.
Yeah. I just think they're different this year. I really do.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. I think that we say that too many times in a year that the Niners are different this year. The Niners are different this year. And then they do the same shit that they've done for like the past like 4 years. So
well, I mean, like if you put into context for how the Niners have played in recent years, I mean, 2019, they went to the Super Bowl that year, and what stopped them from getting that ring? Do not say the refs. Do not say the refs.
The fact that the Kansas City Chiefs were hugging Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa on every single play.
I knew y'all were gonna mention the refs, but I digress.
I didn't mention refs.
Jimmy Garoppolo is the reason. You were gonna imply that. You were gonna imply that. But
I said Emmanuel Sanders. I said him missing Emmanuel Sanders on the deep ball.
Right, and just that whole like fourth quarter of that game, Garoppolo was really poor. Fast forward to the 2021 season, right? Again, why did they lose that game? Other than Jaquiski Tart dropping that easy pick, it was because of Garoppolo and his poor play down the stretch. 2022, right, in the NFC title game, I'm not even gonna count that because Purdy went out, and obviously even the backup went out. Josh Johnson, he went out too as well. So they had to have McCaffrey taking snaps at quarterback. So I'm not gonna use that as an example. But fast forward to this year, with the healthy Purdy, he's not elite. I'm not saying that at all, but he's good enough to lead this Niners team to getting a chip this year with the skill position players they have in Dibo, McCaffrey, Ayuk, Kittle, and with an ultimate trench guy, Trent Williams, leading that offensive line, being a mauler in the offensive line in those trenches, and with the pass rush too, they got dogs all around. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, all the other playmakers across that defense. It's their year, and Danny. Okay, you said that we say this every year with the Niners, but this year I just don't see a lot of teams competing with the Niners from a physical and talent standpoint.
Yeah, and not to mention, there's always this is probably the healthiest we've ever seen the Niners in the last couple of years, because outside of the Hufanga injury, this is basically a healthy roster. So I think they have that in their favor. Plus, I think if they do lock down that 1 seed, I think an extra bye week just to rest up. You obviously want to get McCaffrey, Dibo Samuel feeling nice. Trent Williams too. I think he's missed some time this year. So I think if they do lock up that 1 seed, I think they're the Super Bowl favorite, the championship favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just have Philly getting that 1 seed just off the fact that their schedule is like really easy. They play Seattle, then the Giants 2 times, then the Cardinals to wrap the season up. I think they're gonna win out. They should win out too.
Yeah, they'll win out. But
yeah,
Tommy DeVito, the bus stops here. Tommy, sadly.
Well, you hate Tommy DeVito though.
I have no issue with Tommy. I love Tommy DeVito. I love him. I think he's better than. Well, I don't think he's better than Daniel Jones, but I think maybe he is better. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I said that in the chat right after the game.
It doesn't really matter.
I thought you were joking.
I like Tommy DeVito. He's good.
Yeah.
That touchdown that he threw, that shit was actually like elite.
Yeah, that was a good
ass throw. Hodgins, yeah, that was
that
good.
shit was elite.
He played well during Monday's game against the Giants.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, I believe, right?
And he hasn't thrown an interception.
Yeah, but he was missing some open throws.
Yeah, what was he like? He's a UDFA.
Yeah, UDFA from like Syracuse. So, no offense to him, but
No offense to him. I just
yeah. But so then, Dibo, I assume you have the 49ers as your 2 seed.
Yes, I do. And they're gonna finish with 1 game behind. Not the Rams game from earlier, but the Ravens game. They're gonna lose to the Ravens. I think. They might.
I had them beating the Ravens. They're at home that game.
Yeah, Nick Bosa on Christmas Eve. He's got to send all those. He's got to send a message to Lamar Jackson and all those other kids.
Come on, man.
What? I'm just saying.
You know the extra motivation.
He's getting 2 at least. He's going up against Ronnie Staley, a black tackle, and then Lamar Jackson, black quarterback.
No, Lamar's so hard to sack.
He's too fast. He's too athletic. I mean, I wish that he would just throw the ball a little bit better. But even as a original Ravens fan that I am, it's something about Flacco that I just trust, man. Something about Flacco that I can't put my finger on it. I just trust him a little more. I just trust him a little bit more, man. Just something about Flacco.
Danny, who is your 2 seed?
Allow me to get ridiculous. I have the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
All right. Who's my real 2 seed? The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's mathematically possible. Yeah, I'm with you, Denny. Eagles. I think the 1 and 2 are pretty consensus. Unless somehow, I mean, wait. So if Dallas wins out, do they get the 2 seed, or is it still?
If they both win out, Dallas would get the 2 seed. But I do think Dallas is going to drop a game.
No, it's actually Eagles get the 2 seed if they both win out.
Really?
They both have the same division record, but Eagles have the conference record. I think a better conference record because they didn't lose to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that game is going to hurt the Cowboys. You're right. Yeah.
I remember, that one dude on Sunday Night Football who breaks it down? The dude who dresses
yeah, the guy, he's doing like the presidential election stuff too. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember him breaking it down. But Dibo, who's your 3 seed?
Detroit. It's a no-brainer.
I think it's unanimous to my 3 seed as well.
Interesting, because I got the Packers. I have them with the same record, but Packers got the tiebreaker.
Right now, the Green Bay Packers are 6-7. The Detroit Lions are 9-4.
I have the Detroit Lions winning 1 more game, and it was they're splitting with the Vikings. But I think they lose to the Broncos, as I mentioned, and then I think they lose to the Cowboys.
Okay, and then they'd obviously lose to Green Bay Week 18, right?
No,
they play. I mean Minnesota. They lose to Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they split with Minnesota, and then let me pull up the Packers schedule. I can't remember. I think I basically have the Packers winning out, but I can't remember who's on their schedule.
Next week, who do they play? I think
they play the Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Vikings, and then the Bears.
Damn. That's like 4 wins already. Yeah. Or that's like 3 wins guaranteed. Then the Vikings game is whatever.
Yeah. The Bucs game could be sneaky. But they're at home, so I think they might bounce back after the Monday night loss.
Baker's got some old demons he's got to make up for in Green Bay.
But I
never forget that game. Never forget that game.
What was that? 4 interceptions, right?
The 4-pick game. When he was up until like 3 a.m. playing Halo the night before.
Nah, he wasn't on Halo. He was watching film.
No, he wasn't.
He definitely wasn't. There's no way you go out there, watch film until 3 a.m. and then throw 4 picks on Christmas Day. Ruined my fucking Christmas, bro. And then the Lakers were getting bitched. That was when the Lakers were terrible. Was it? That was the Russ year. And then fucking LeBron got boomed on by Nick Claxton after Baker threw a pick. It was like almost simultaneous.
Oh, I totally remember that.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, wait,
crazy.
wasn't Patty Mills going crazy that game too?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So you guys know how Owen is Jordan over LeBron?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Dude, the next or when we get back from winter break, I'm with Owen in class because we had English together at the time. He like gets a notification, and I see his wallpaper. It's Nicholas Claxton's poster over LeBron. I was like, you are the biggest hater I know.
It is crazy hating. That's diabolical
Bro,
hating.
something about them KD fans, bro. Him, Abdul, they're
Ooh,
just not right in the mind.
something's up with them, bro.
Uh,
Nah.
Um,
Wait, hold on, wait, one more thing. So, there is recent news that the Wizards owner is planning on building a new stadium towards Virginia. So, Danny, a
Yeah.
fellow Virginia native, will you support the Washington Wizards?
Will I support them? Meaning what? Will
Will
I
you now
support?
support the
the
Wizards
Virginia, the
since
Virginia
they're in
Wizards, actually.
Listen,
since they're in your
that's
hometown?
Northeast Virginia. It doesn't really count. But no, I'm not gonna support the fucking Wizards, bro. What do I look like doing that shit?
What about the
Nobody.
Capitals?
That's
Even
your
my family
hometown
that still
team.
lives there. Even my family that still lives there. Nobody fucking supports the Wizards, bro.
Bro, that's bad on
Nobody.
but that's the hometown team though.
Nobody in the DMV likes the Wizards. They're either all Celtics or Knicks fans.
Oh, real ones.
Nobody in the DMV likes the Wizards.
Okay, then what about the Commanders?
There are some Commanders fans because they like you either get it from your dad because that's when they were good, like in the 90s and 80s and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, majority of them are either Patriot, well, not Patriot fans. There's a few Giants fans, there's a few Eagles fans, and Steelers fans as well.
Damn, just all over the fucking place.
Damn,
Because you know
damn.
DMV,
Trying
Philly's
to-
a part of the DMV. If you, it's not, but Philly's a part of the DMV. It is, but it's not. But it is, but it's not.
I just hope you're ready for all the fake fan stuff because everybody's gonna say you should be a Wizards fan now.
Yeah, if you think that I should be a Wizards fan, you're supporting suicide.
What about the Capitals? You rocking with the Capitals?
Oh yeah, shout out. I can say his name, Ovechkin. I can say
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I can
yeah.
say it.
Russia's finest, by
that
the
was
way.
close enough.
The fucking goat, man.
Hey, for real. Until Connor McDavid finishes his career.
Now, what about Bedard? Bedard, he should be nice, right?
Oh, the Blackhawk.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's nice, bro. Apparently, I've never seen him fucking play, but
he's
apparently he's like the
like a
Wembanyama of
generational.
hockey.
He's like a generational prospect, isn't he? I don't know.
From what
I
I've
don't watch
seen,
I
hockey.
don't know. I don't
I
know. I
think
just feel
that
like
from
David
what
is
I've
like
seen, he's like the Wim. I saw it on a post. It was like Connor Bedard or whatever his name is goes to the Blackhawks, and then somebody was like, "Put this in NBA terms," and they were like, "Victor Wembanyama." So I guess he's like the
oh,
Wembanyama of the sport.
unless NHL fans just don't know NBA.
Yeah, unless I think Victor Wembanyama is like average or something, which in my opinion, it's kind of average.
He was
No,
going. He and AD were going at it last night.
Shut the fuck up, man. That shit was bullshit, bro. I can't believe the Lakers did that shit.
The fake ass
y'all,
comeback.
y'all lost. Y'all lost that game.
No, we
Fake ass
almost did.
comeback.
We almost did.
Okay.
Wemby went stupid, bro. It was insane.
AD and him were like going at each other. AD had
Nah,
like 30
AD, bro. After AD sprained his ankle, his jumper was hitting.
Damn, how though the Spurs are 3-20.
No, yeah.
Nobody's talking about
Nobody's
it because
talking
the
about them
Pistons
because
have
of
lost
this.
like 20 straight.
Yeah. They're like the sneaky losing streak. Everybody's just focused on Detroit.
Well, at least they came into the year knowing that they were gonna tank. The Pistons have no excuse.
They
Who
were
are they
gonna at
gonna
least
get?
try
Are
to
they gonna
tank.
get that Matt Buzdeus guy or whatever?
Woj bomb, Woj bomb, Woj bomb, Woj bomb, Woj bomb.
Let's listen. Let's
Sacramento Kings
Mm-hmm.
are signing Juan Toscano Anderson to a 1 year deal.
I don't care. Hey, yo, we gotta move on. We gotta move
Shout
on.
out Juan T. Shout out Juan T.
Let's
But
move on to
Dibo,
the 4 seed.
who's your 4 seed in the 4 seed?
I have sadly I have the Atlanta Falcons taking that spot. It's gonna be a nasty battle, but I have them winning it at like 9-8.
I
I've
got them.
also,
I got them as well.
I've
Nicely
also
done.
got the Falcons. Not
Hey,
happy about it,
we yeah.
but I think the thought of Desmond Ritter in a playoff game playing against I think what everybody's 5 seed is going to be the Dallas Cowboys.
I was just about to say I think we're about to have 2 sweeps in a row.
We're gonna have some fun watching Desmond Ridder try to play against that defense. Deron Bland, 3 pick sixes, man. I'll beat her no matter what.
Don't worry, Kyle
It's
Pitts will
gonna be
finally get
like,
into the end zone though.
it's gonna be like 2010 heading to like mid fourth quarter. Atlanta driving down the field. They need some on third down. Ridder drops back to pass. He tries to find Drake London on an out route, and then Blaine jumps on it, takes it back to the crib for 6. Cowboys going crazy. They didn't go into the Super Bowl.
Bold of you to assume Desmond Ridder scores 10 points in a playoff game.
Is Heineke healthy yet? Or is he back yet?
It don't matter.
They've already said Ridder is a starter the rest of the way.
Yeah.
He'd have to do something really, really, really bad, which is not entirely out of the question for him.
I mean, they should beat the Buccaneers. They should beat the Buccaneers, but Younghoe Koo missed like 2 40-yarders.
And yeah, they should have. They should have beat them.
Yeah, and then I think they lost by like 3 or like 2 that game.
Something like that. But we all got Dallas at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
Who's your 6?
Dibo.
I have the Packers.
I also have the Packers.
So I had the Lions here. So this is where we switched our 3 and 6 seeds.
Don't wait. Green Bay's getting that division.
I don't think it'll be really hard for them to do it.
They just got to win out, and Lions got if Lions beat Broncos this weekend, then they win the division.
Then it's over. Then it's impossible.
Yeah.
Well, it's not entirely impossible. Then Detroit would have to lose out, and Green Bay would have to win out. But I don't.
They're going to split with the Vikings.
Yeah, I don't see them losing out.
Yeah. And then 7 seed, last seed. Who do we got?
I think we all got the Rams. Yeah.
Lovely. Rams against Eagles.
I would like to say I am a known Matthew Stafford hater, correct?
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford has gained a lot of respect for me this season.
Hall of Fame respect?
No. Not as a player, as a person.
Oh, come on.
Man, he's a better man than me, man. Going into the season, I would have fucking quit. Going into this season, looking at that fucking roster, man, that shit was terrible. But he thugged it out. Puka Nacua is looking like an actual superstar in the making, or maybe already superstar that's here, according to Madden. Wink, wink. Cooper Kupp is still Cooper Kupp, and yet he's getting production out of dudes like Tutu Atwell, who I thought should have been out of the league. Tyler Higbee's playing at a decent level.
DeMarcus Robinson.
He doesn't do anything except.
No, he played good against the Ravens out of nowhere.
He played good against the Browns as well, which pissed me off. But
Davis Allen, our 5th round pick. I don't know how, but the Rams own the fifth round with Kyron and Davis Allen.
See, people will keep talking about Kyron Williams, and I love Kyron Williams. He was my waiver wire darling for a little bit until I traded him. The issue is, if you don't know about Sean McVay and his running backs, better do some fucking research.
But I don't think like that's
everybody from that Washington Commanders room has a position that they just don't give a fuck about. Kyle Shanahan is quarterback. Sean McVay, running back. What's his name?
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur, wide receiver.
What about
Mike McDaniel, tight end.
They
all have a position that they just don't care about, bro.
They did lose. Who's the tight end now in Miami?
Durham Smythe.
Oh, hey, that man can block. Yeah, that man's a good blocker. So salute to him.
But I don't know, because I feel like Todd Gurley, I feel like we would have kept. It was just his body gave up on him before we did. Then we had like Cam Akers. I don't know. McVay and him always had beef.
He never had a chance.
I don't know what that was about. That's such a random beef.
And then Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson was kind of up
he's
there
just ass.
He's not good.
He's just
not good.
CJ Anderson, we got him as after he was past his prime and stuff. But like Kyron is young. Kyron, I think this is his rookie year, right?
This is his second year. He didn't play really that much last year.
Fair. Fake fan.
Fair. What? Nah.
What you mean, nah, bro?
Nah. I was thinking about this the other day though. Like, in our group chat, we all associate people with teams. Like when you think Owen, you think Nuggets. You don't think Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
When you think Tyler, you think Heat. I don't think Dolphins.
I think of the Heat for Tyler.
Yeah. With me, there's zero chance you're thinking the Rams. It's definitely the Knicks.
Easily
the Knicks because you always glaze Josh Hart and DiVincenzo whenever they have like 10 rebounds on random Tuesday.
DiVincenzo been playing really nice. DiVincenzo's been playing nice as the starter. Quentin Grimes got demoted to the bench, but he's actually
Quentin
been looking
Grimes
better.
gonna get fucking traded.
Yeah, he'll be if we're trading for a star, he'll definitely be in the package. But Nick said it's not gonna happen till off season already.
Who? The Knicks.
They said superstar trade isn't gonna be available, which I was happy about because it means we're not gonna get Levine or DeRozan.
You said DiVincenzo's been playing good since becoming a starter?
Yeah.
When did he become the starter?
Maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, 12, 21, 7, 6, 3, 21.
That's pretty good for Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, I wouldn't say though. He's averaging 9 points on the year, bro.
But that's because he wasn't scoring a ton coming off the bench. But he had what was that? Like 4 20-point games in 7 games?
No, he had 2 20-point games, and he had 3 games under 10.
Yeah, but he's not on the court to score.
Oh my god, bro. All right, bro. He didn't have a single steal until yesterday.
Yeah. It's that rebounding. Steals,
bro. He 3 rebounds, 1 rebound, 4, and then yesterday he had 7.
And pushes the pace.
Oh well, okay, yeah.
2 assists, 1 assist, 2, 5.
Call timeout. This man,
he's not a stat.
This man mentioned pace to argue that DiVincenzo is a valuable player for the Knicks. We're gonna.
It's an eye test.
We're gonna wrap this convo up. We're gonna wrap it up. We gotta.
Back to where I was. When you think Dibo, you think Chiefs fan. I don't think Celtics for Dibo.
That's fair. That's fine.
And then I think Danny and Andrew are the 2 splits. Like you can either think Nuggets or Broncos for Andrew, and then you can think Browns or Lakers for Danny. But I think Lakers personally.
No, I think Andrew for Broncos.
See.
Oh, Andrew, if you're watching this, Russ is he's not top 15. I wouldn't. He's not top 15.
No, that's a horrible take.
He's not. I don't think he's top 15.
He's not top 15.
They got him on a pitch count, bro. It's like they have him not doing anything.
No, he's looked a lot better this year. The deep
ball. Hey, let's have a surprise segment. Would you rather? Let's do a Russell Wilson edition. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, we're gonna start off. Would you rather Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott.
Okay, that's already one.
I'm counting.
Russ or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay, going to NFC East, Russ or Sam Howell?
Sam Howell.
Russ.
No, I'd take Sam Howell.
Nah, Sam Howell's turned the ball over too much.
Bro, he's got like 3 seconds to throw. Maybe less. He's got way less, actually.
But he's also got better weapons, I would say. I think Russ.
I would take Russ. I'll take Russ.
I think so.
Okay, fine. Russ.
Russ or Jordan Love? I have Jordan Love.
Jordan Love.
I have Russ.
No, I'm taking Jordan Love.
I'm taking
Jordan Love off like 5 good games this year.
How many good games Russ has had?
More than 5.
Hell no.
Like Jordan Love has shown me way more. Jordan Love showed me way more as a quarterback.
Russ is winning that game
with this high level play. Russ, how many games, bro? Russ is not.
I will say Russ. That's a rare case where Russ has better weapons.
Why are you saying that like Russ's weapons are trash, bro?
Well, because it's like running or receiving game. It's really just Sutton and because Judy has not been anything this year. Like Judy was actually hurting the team on Sunday.
When he's not playing like an idiot, he's actually a decent player. It's just too often he plays like an idiot.
Yeah, they don't use Mims enough, and then the tight end position is a position of weakness. But he has they
don't use tight ends.
He has a great running game though. Like the Packers don't have a running game at all, so I understand the Jordan Love take. That's not that bad.
I mean, when Aaron Jones is playing, then yeah, I think the run games are effective.
Yeah,
but right now, no.
Yeah, he doesn't play.
Let's see, Russ or Jared Goff.
I think Russ. I think the lines are better.
No. I take Goff easily.
I take Jared Goff.
No, I don't. But I don't think Goff has been that good this year. I really don't. No.
He's over. You take
Russ and Jared Goff situation. The lines are better.
Okay.
What?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I 100% think so.
Who do you think Russ is at this point?
Russ is a dude who's not going to turn over the ball. He's a dude
Because
who
because Sean Payton is doing his absolute best to not put him in those positions. When you actually watch the film, Matt, when you watch the film,
I
man,
always want
and
that.
not just look at box scores, because when you look at the box score, okay, yeah, okay, I see you, Russ. Okay, you put up 220, 2 touchdowns. Okay, you had a good game. When you look at the film, it's absolutely different. It's different. It's different. That's
Well, the game against the Vikings. He looked good. The game
No,
against the Bills,
he
he
was
was solid.
average.
He was solid that game. Like he just basically against the Bills, he basically just didn't have to turn it over because like
That's average,
yeah.
still
But
average.
I'm just saying like Jared Goff, like the Lions are losing games now and like being in games because Jared Goff is just turning the ball over. Like
these past couple weeks, yes.
When the Broncos, yeah, the past couple weeks, but we can say the same thing about Russ too. Didn't the Broncos lose against the Texans because Russ turned the ball over too much? That last drive in
The
the
one
last,
time when they
but that was
actually
a
had to
7 game
have
winning
him
team. But
pass to get them
Russ
in
is
the
playing very
game,
good ball.
the one
yeah,
time they had to have Russ pass to keep them and get them in the game, he had 3 picks.
there you go.
Yeah.
Look,
Sure.
oh yeah, let's keep it rolling though. Russ or Kirk?
No, we
Kirk.
don't count Kirk. He's out.
We don't do injured players, but
Oh,
Kirk.
okay, we're not doing injury. Okay, we're not doing that. That's fair.
So we're at 4 then.
Russ or Carr.
Russ.
Russ, come on, bro.
Okay, yeah, I take Russ too. I'm sorry. Okay, Russ or Baker.
Russ.
Russ.
Gotta take Russ too. Shout out Baker though. He's having a decent year.
Shout out Baker.
Um, Russ or Stafford.
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 Stafford easily. Russ or Purdy.
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 Purdy. I'm gonna throw a more interesting one.
Russ over Gino.
Russ.
Gotta go
Russ or Gino.
Russ.
Russ.
I'm taking Gino. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah,
Gino's
you're sexually attracted to the man. That's what we've determined. That has to be the only reason why,
I'm
bro.
taking Gino. And Russ wouldn't do as well in the Seahawks environment with how they're currently structured.
Russ wouldn't do well in the Seahawks environment, bro.
No,
Clearly.
like I'm
Only
talking
we can
about
see
no, no,
Russell
no, no. I'm
Wilson
talking about
playing for
currently. I'm talking about currently right now with how tackle play as the O line play in general has been inconsistent all year. The run game they haven't been able to get it going with the run game. Play calling's been inefficient. I don't think Russ would do as well as Gino has.
Bro, when has Russ had a good old line in Seattle? Russ,
During the later stages of his career.
I think it actually got worse during the later stages of his career.
It didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I definitely and the run game. He never had a running game. Chris Carson would always get hurt. Rashad Penny was hurt.
He never had a running
Yeah,
game.
he's never had a run game. Yeah, he's never had Marshawn Lynch. Yeah,
Don't clip
he's
that
never
one.
had
Don't
that
clip that
before.
one. Marshawn Lynch. I just
Okay.
remembered that one.
Got him. Okay, moving
But,
on.
but no, I think that their situations aren't that different. Like, the Seattle situations weren't that different. But I take Russ there. Let's move to the AFC.
Right, I'm gonna throw Russ or Tua.
Tua.
Okay, Tua, good. Obviously Russ or Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Russ or Matt. Russ or Mac Jones.
No,
Russ.
get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Okay.
It should be Bailey Zappi.
It should be Bailey Zapp. Yeah, or Zappi. Yeah.
Whatever.
Bro, Mac Jones. I don't know if the Bears decide that they don't want to trade Justin Fields this offseason, I think the Atlanta Falcons should look at Mac Jones.
Hell no.
It's basically Ritter, but like can't run.
Yeah, but you can at least distribute the ball. You know that.
Oh, just draft a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know why Atlanta won't do it. I think that they should do it in this draft. This is their chance.
They could trade up if
they'd be in good position to trade up. They don't have that many holes on their roster to where they desperately need their first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Trade up a few picks. Get a
I
guy like
go for Jaden. I go for Jaden Daniels.
for a guy like Daniels, or maybe stay put depending on where they're at for Penix.
Yeah.
I don't know. But are we saying Aaron Rodgers for Jets, or are we saying Zach Wilson?
We'll say Zach Wilson because he's the
Zach Wilson.
playing.
So then Russ.
And then it's Russ.
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously, well, yeah, we did say Bills. AFC North. Yeah, I think Lamar and Burrow. Obviously, they're better than Russ.
No, Jake Browning. Jake
Browning.
Oh, yeah, Jake Browning.
Low key.
Nah.
Okay. Wait.
I can't put it off 2 games.
Lamar, and then obviously none of the Steelers. Obviously not Flacco yet, and then
so just Lamar.
Not Browning yet either. So just Lamar for now.
So we're at 9 right now.
I'll take Deshaun over Russ when Deshaun's healthy, but hey, that's for another day. Moving on to the AFC South.
We'll be there for that one, Dibo. We'll be there for that one.
We will. AFC South. Russ or CJ Stroud?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Okay, Russ over Minshew.
Russ.
Okay. Obviously, Lawrence is better than Russ. And this could be an interesting one. Russ or Will Levis?
I got Russ.
I'll take Russ.
What
you smiling for? Just say it, bro.
Will Levis has only had a couple of games. He's had some bad games.
Just say it, Dibo.
I'll take Will Levis. I might take Will Levis for how the circumstances are. For how the circumstances have been in Tennessee. Bro, the man he's looked solid enough even with their poor offensive scheme right now with only one good wide receiver. Makeshift O-line, one of the worst O-lines in the entire league by far. They haven't been able to establish the run game consistently on a week-to-week basis. For what he has given to start his career, Will Levis has done a good enough job. I feel like
he's done very good actually. I actually kind of like him quite a bit. I like his game. I think he's got some good potential. But I think Russ this year. I think he's still got another year before. Especially because he's had some really good games like against the Dolphins. Obviously, his first career game when he got put in was good. But he also had a game where he put up like 6 points against the Buccaneers and stuff. So
I'd say that was more on his own line being poor. But I'll say this: that Falcons game was single-handedly better than any game Russ has played this entire year.
That Falcons game was nuts. I know
that shit was crazy, bro.
I don't know if you guys people I sent to a group chat, bro. People are going crazy in his ex's comments, bro.
Oh, leave that man's girl alone, man. Oh, you don't know what happened during that relationship, bro. I'll say that.
That's true.
Well, okay. AFC West. Russ or Pat?
Pat.
Yeah, Pat's had the better season by far. If you say Russ has had a better year because of touchdown INT ratio, don't stop watching the sport. Moving on, O'Connell, and Easton Stick, obviously Russ is better than those two.
So
AOC versus AOC, which one are you picking? Which AOC are you picking?
Who's the other AOC?
That politician lady.
Oh.
I take.
I don't know her name.
I take AOC.
I don't know her name.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Correct. Look at Dibo, so studious.
Look at this fucking sheep.
Oh look, Dibo, you didn't mention a quarterback. We're at 12, so he would be top 15. But you didn't mention Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, Kyler is Russ better than Kyler?
Kyler had a good game against the Steelers, but he also had a not great game against the Rams. Sample size is too small, so I'll go Russ.
I'd go Kyler still. I'm sorry.
I'd go Kyler.
That's fair.
That Falcons last time against the Falcons was single-handedly better than anything Russ has done this entire year. There you go.
Well, Russ been a game manager this year, basically.
Oh, so you admit it? He's ass.
Yeah, but no, I'd say Brock Purdy, like Cam Newton, is Brock Purdy a game manager?
Yes, but Brock Purdy is Brock Purdy is the peak of game manager. That is what the perfect game manager looks like.
Brock Purdy can push the ball down the field consistently more.
I mean, Russ is good. I mean, his team is battling for wild card as they have the best turnover differential.
Cortland Sutton, inshallah, ball's not good. It's not doing enough for me, buddy. That's not doing enough.
Sutton, talk about. I had the Broncos making playoffs, which might have been a hit, but all
You
offseason
also had Randy Gregory like leading the NFL in sacks or some shit like that.
I
And
had that.
you also had the Chargers winning 12 games and
No,
the
I
Saints
didn't.
winning 10 plus games.
Chargers.
Yes, you did.
I had Chargers finishing below Broncos. I remember that. I had Steelers winning.
We gotta look back at the
I
time.
had the Steelers winning 12 games. That's what it
Steelers was
was.
12.
Oh,
No,
yeah, I know for a fact you had the Steelers winning
Steelers was 12.
12
Chargers I had winning like 8 or 9. But another Broncos take I had, bro, was like they'll finally feed Judy and stop trying to throw it to Sutton. Boy, did that age poorly. Boy,
They said feed Judy. That's crazy.
I said feed him like he needs to not be starving.
Hey, Food Bank of the Rockies. Go check them out. Real ones,
So
no.
what?
Real ones, no.
We said it. You said why? I didn't hear you.
Food Bank of the Rockies.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give him your full intro, but you got to get him to support the organization.
Nah. They don't need to see the intro.
They don't, bro. I have it on file.
Ooh, I got a couple videos. Professor Hacker making me take some videos.
Yeah, he wanted me to record mine so you can show to other classes, you know. As an example, you know, of what.
Bro, I heard Faven got a standing ovation. Is that true?
Is that what she told you?
Yes.
She didn't get a standing ovation, but hers was pretty good. Hers was good.
Look, listen, hold on. I'll pull up the text. So Faven texted, where are y'all at? This is to our peer group. So it was me, Vanessa, Faven, and Luke. Where y'all at? You just missed mine and Vanessa presentations, ... unforgivable. And then Vanessa said, everyone gave Faven a standing ovation, and yet our peer members were nowhere to be found.
Well, that is not what happened. Hold on, I'm getting hold on one second.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yo, we got anything else still or no? Like the redraft or?
No, redraft was just spontaneous. It was a spontaneous thing that came up. But do we got a rapid fire question?
Nah, not for me.
I don't think we got one for me either. Then is that the episode?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, no, I got one more thing. How'd you feel about Cam Newton's comments earlier this week?
About the game manager one?
Yeah.
I think there's some hits and some misses in it. I don't think Dak's a game manager. I think that
That's the only QB I disagree with them on.
See, Tua, I actually kind of understand. I actually like that. I don't think you're hearing that a lot about Tua right now. Who else was there? It was Brock Purdy, and then who was the last one? Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I 100% agree with. Jared Goff, I agree with. Brock Purdy, he's like, I would say how Danny said it. He's a game manager, but he's probably one of the best game managers there is. And then, yeah, I said Jared Goff, I agree with. Tua just, I don't know. I don't know if he can elevate you that much. So I feel like he just falls into that category since he can just feed his receivers.
Yeah, like my issue on the whole situation was that people were discrediting him and what he did during his career, saying that his opinion doesn't really matter on which QBs are good or not. I mean, he is the most qualified out of all of us by far, right? Heisman winner, won a national championship at Auburn. In the NFL, he won MVP, took a team to the Super Bowl, took the Panthers to multiple playoff appearances, even with the lack of weapons on the offensive side of the ball and with the weak O-line. I mean, he's more qualified than the 99th percentile of all of us. So I don't see what's the problem with that.
What do you think about what he said before? Where I think he said if he had won the Super Bowl the same year he won MVP, that he would have been a Hall of Famer.
Nah, you need a lot more. That you could say the same thing about Matt Ryan too. You need a lot more than that.
Matt Ryan's not bad on the call though.
And that's why, like, I just don't understand. We're giving so many quarterbacks like the Hall of Fame label, like a Matthew Stafford, like an Eli Manning, like a Joe Flacco. Like, sure, those guys have led teams to chip runs. They had elite QB play during those runs. But if you're a Hall of Famer, for especially as a quarterback, you need to have like a long resume of accomplishments and a ton of accolades, including stats that could put you above that
like top 10 in
good
passing and top
QB
10 in
level.
touchdowns.
Yeah, something like that, and other statistics as well.
Which Matt Stafford's about to be in.
No,
He's relevant for both.
like accolades too, because with Matthew Stafford, and I said this before, only no All Pros and only one Pro Bowl during his entire career,
But
and
that's
that's
just
that.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but when you look at the criteria for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, that has always been a situation.
Sure, but I think that's where context comes into play, because I think All Pros is definitely a winning heavy stat, especially when it comes to QBs. And during his era, he obviously had who in his time? Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. So it's like he had to outcompete those. I don't think he's better than those guys. Those are three concrete Hall of Famers. And as opposed to him, I think the Lions always had an elite offense. It's just like the dude isn't one of the 11 players that's playing on defense. He can only do so much. And that's why I just think the All Pros kind of got away from him. Like, I think if you look, he's 11th right now in both touchdowns and passing all time. I think he's like 20 or 40 touchdowns away. I think he'll get it by the end of his career. I think he could get that. He has the chip. You could say, oh, he's been the difference on that chip since we traded for him and then we won the next year. If we do what I think we'll make playoffs, depending on who we play, we might get an upset win. I don't know if that goes on his resume, like a second round exit in the playoffs, but it is what it is.
That I don't know. I mean, all I see, one Pro Bowl appearance, 0 All Pros, and even when Breeze, Rodgers left the
I didn't mention Rodgers.
And Brady, he was heading towards being much older. He still wasn't able to crack those top tier of quarterback of QBs in either conference. Even during that 2021 season when they won the chip, obviously, they didn't make the Pro Bowl and didn't make an All Pro team, not even second team. So, I mean, I think Matthew Stafford, he's a good quarterback. He has always been a good quarterback near the elite level of QB play through the majority of his career, around that 8 to 10 level. But when it comes to being a Hall of Famer, he doesn't fit the criteria, and that's okay.
But I don't know. Well, that 2021 year, I think he deserved it. I mean, he led the league in fourth quarter QBR.
Off of one postseason run. No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying Pro Bowl. Like you're saying he didn't get Pro Bowl that 2021 year. I think that's just like indicative of the fans. I mean, he was the one seed in the division.
He didn't make it as an alternate either.
Well, we made the Super Bowl, so I don't even think he was eligible. I don't know if that.
Even if you make the Super Bowl, like, it still counts towards your record.
Okay,
so they would have to put an alternate in place of you making it.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think like that's a year like he definitely should have been, because who got it then? It was Brady, I assume.
I need
Brady. Rodgers was still there, I believe. Was Rodgers still in the? Yeah, Rodgers was definitely still there at that time. And then probably Dak got it then, because all the Cowboys fans vote for Dak.
So it was Rodgers, Brady, and Kyler. That made the Pro Bowl that year, and then Kirk and Wilson were the alternates.
Not a bad class. Oh, was that the year that Anthony Barr hurt Aaron Rodgers, or like I can't remember the injury?
No, that was not the year at all. That was like a few years back. It was like 2017.
Damn, so A-Rod just completely missed it.
No, and he made the Pro Bowl in 2021, right? That's what we're going on. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Nice, straight.
But I think Stafford could have had an argument because team won the division, multiple fourth quarter comebacks. Basically, had a wide receiver win the triple crown. Um, that's kind of hard to do all that. As I mentioned, lead the fourth quarter in QBR, which basically shows that you're leading game winning drives and coming back, and to have all that and not even be in consideration is a little harsh, I think.
No,
But
I just think
I
that
think he's one of the like closest borderline Hall of Famers you can get.
I won't even say borderline.
Who do you think has a better case, him or Cam?
Cam, because the MVP.
No, but that's like his 1 year.
Okay, your whole argument is based off. Basically, your whole argument was based off Matthew Stafford's 1 year in
No,
2021. Cam had a greater MVP. He had a greater year during his MVP caliber season than Stafford's 2021 season. If you're being honest.
Cam had a better peak, but Stafford had a better career, I think. Stafford continuously had better offenses. As I mentioned, you wanted to talk about like the all-time stats. He's gonna finish top 10 in both passing yards and touchdowns. And then he also has the chip, which Cam doesn't have. So he might not have the MVP, but he's got a ring.
Yeah, if it was Super Bowl MVP, if you want Super Bowl MVP that year, then
Sure.
okay, yeah, but no.
But Cam, I don't know, because how many times did Cam make a Pro Bowl? Or I mean, Cam probably got a couple Pro Bowls.
I believe 4. I think he made it 4 times.
And then what? One All Pro, just the MVP year.
Yeah, he made the Pro Bowl 3 times and had an All Pro. That 2015 season, yeah, that was his All Pro year. He made first team All Pro that year.
Do Pro Bowls really?
No, to me, All Pro matters.
All pros for sure. I agree with that, but like Pro Bowls don't move me too much.
No. And even then for Stafford, like the All Pros aren't there. For me, for any position, basically, if you weren't All Pro for not even second team All Pro, not a single year in your career, you're not gonna make it. It's that simple.
I just think it's because of the records that the Detroit Lions had, as well as other QBs at that time. Because I mean, it's gonna be insanely hard to be a Pro Bowl or an All Pro when your team is like teetering about around 500 every year. Especially when you got Brady, Manning, Rodgers, Breeze, Russell Wilson, as we mentioned. I was actually thinking about looking at it the other day. Where the Detroit Lions offense ranked in those years versus the Detroit Lions defense? Because I think that would be an interesting thing that you could maybe look at, because it's like the offense was consistent. It's like they were looking like USC, where the offense is putting up the points, but the defense is just can't hold its weight. John Collins on the trade block, by the way.
I don't care.
That's got the nudie.
No offense, but I don't care.
He's been out for a minute, but Lowry came back last night. Shout out to Lowry. Good to see him back.
They gotta trade him.
Who? John Collins?
Yeah. Lowry more. He got more value.
Yeah, but Lowry's the franchise player at this point.
He's like 27. He doesn't fit the timeline.
He was splashing last night. He came back and had like 6 3s. No, not 6. Probably 5 3s.
But you will get the most value at like right now at his absolute peak. I trade him. I trade Lowry at the deadline.
They got a decent young core. They got Keontae George, Walker Kessler.
So when would the time be when they actually develop into even a remotely like perennial playoff team? It'll probably take like what 2 maybe 3 more years, and Laurie Marketing he's gonna be around 28, 29 at that time. So at that point, you wouldn't really fit the timeline with how the team's currently structured. So at that, I would trade Marketing to a contender. Maybe the Oklahoma City Thunder if they're interested, and then put Taylor Hendricks at that 4th spot, give him more minutes, let him develop, see what he can do, and just call it a day. But I just don't see him being with the team like long term. He should be traded during the February trade deadline.
That's right. I could also see them keeping him though, just because of his contract. Like his contract is, I think he's only making like 17 a year, which is an extreme steal for a guy who's averaging 24 and 9. But I think they should trade Colin Sexton to like a championship contender that's looking
for who that's a championship contender who would want a score first point guard that needs the ball
team that needs like a
to
bucket
be
getter off the
effective.
bench. Like I could see the Timberwolves trading for him.
Why did they trade D'Lo in last year's trade deadline? Because they wanted a more efficient, low usage playmaker that could set up the teammates.
But that's not like Mike Conley. Mike Conley obviously is better. Like Mike Conley fits the Timberwolves way better in that sense because he is a playmaking first guy, and he's kind of just committed to that leadership role. But who do they have off the bench that's giving them like bench production at the moment?
I really bench scoring is not as big of a deal as it was even a few years back. I mean, as long as you have defenders who can show some competence of playing offensively, whether it's cutting to the paint or catch and shoot threes, hitting your open looks, that's fine. I mean,
I think like a Timberwolves team needs that though. Like the Kings, we saw how big Malik Monk was for them. I just have
but when it comes to winning a championship, when you go down the line with championship winning teams and with their 6 men, how many teams can you say they had a score first guard who played little to no defense on that team?
The Warriors a couple years. The Warriors.
Okay, yeah, that was the exception. But who else?
I'm trying to think. Who else? Let's go back in the archive. So Nuggets. They didn't really have a bucket getter. I guess it was Bruce Brown.
Their 6 man was Bruce Brown, but he's a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah,
so
3-and-D somehow. Warriors, that's Jordan Poole, so that counts. Who won the year before the Warriors? It was the Lakers.
It was the Bucks.
The Bucks off the bench that year.
Yeah, their guy was Bobby Portis. And even
he plays more than little. He plays some defense.
He was a big and offensively he was solid that year.
But like we saw last year with the Lakers, like Lonnie Walker helped them beat the Warriors. Like Lonnie Walker came in and individually won them like 2 games. Like I think he could provide something like that for them.
No, but then it's just based off of matchups, depending on who you face down the line.
That's what I'm saying for a championship contender. For a championship contender, that feels like they just need like just maybe a boost or a substitution, maybe a change you can make in the rotation. Just on a series to series basis.
Yeah, okay, but so if you were to trade for Sexton, you're probably giving up like what a future first round pick for sure, right? Maybe a role player on the side too. So you trade that away for a guy that you can't consistently give minutes to. They're in a playoff series.
Do you think
I don't see the appeal for it?
Do you think they could give up Nickeil Alexander-Walker in a couple seconds?
No, I don't. I think they keep him. At this point, the Timberwolves they're staying put
because their bench at that point would be Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., and then because they're giving minutes to Shake Milton right now. I think that Sexton could basically replace the Shake Milton minutes.
That's fine. Like backup point guard is not. That's not the most valuable like part of even like a bench unit on a championship winning team.
But they got everything else, is what I'm saying. Centers, obviously, they got Naz Reid, Cat, Gobert. Wings, they got Edwards.
Yeah, but okay. Unless you're making like a bargain type of move, then don't trade for him.
That's fair. I would agree with that. Okay. I would agree with that.
We gotta wrap it up anyway.
All right, get us out of here.
It was a fun debate. Yeah. Yeah. With that being said, if you guys watched this episode, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate the love and support. Follow us on all our social media platforms. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, all with the handle at Lumshoon Debates. We appreciate the love. Just drop a quick follow or subscribe. We post content daily, so we hope you enjoyed that. And shoot, Matt, you got anything else to say?
Nothing else to say. I think you wrapped it up nicely. Pleasure doing it. Pleasure having Wanny in the building as always.
Yeah, too as well. Made for a fun episode. Hopefully, Owen can be back at a later time.
Yeah, he's still in health and safety protocols. I heard.
Yeah, this finals week, catching up for everybody. You know, it could be hard. So,
no, for sure. But hey, we made it. We made it a winter break. Cheers.
yes, sir. Another success. Yeah, another successful semester in the books. As we move on to 2024, I can't wait.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Any New Year's resolution? I know it's early, but you got one yet?
Nah. Hey, you can start any day of any year.
Lovely. You love to hear that.
Any
That's
day
the
of any
truth.
year.
You don't need to wait for a calendar to flip.
Nope, not all. All right, we gotta move out though for real though.
All right,
Peace, y'all.
we out.